the theory which we completed is all about cloud computing, and then why to use cloud computing, then deployment model, types of deployment models. After that, services. Okay, types of services models. Then one example to see different type of services model. Then I told you that AWS is the best, putting current scenario in picture, and after that Azure is leading. Okay, in the second place. After that, we are now it's time uh, for implementation. Okay, we have in previous video we did created our account on AWS. Now I guess you have created your account too. And now what I am trying to do after this video is, or maybe from this video is onwards, I will I will try to break down all these parts which we read previously in theoretical part, because it was the key aspect. These are the key aspects of a machine, of a virtual machine. Okay, so we will I will try to explain you more about these key aspects, and in the process of explanation, I will implement all these part. Okay, so we will implement it. We can say, okay, from now we will implement it. Okay, in the process, I will ask you one question. So, say you want to start a project. Okay, you want to start a data science project. So, what you will require? And I guess your answer is a machine. Okay, a machine you will require. This machine can be a laptop, or this machine can be a maybe a PC. Okay, personal computer. Okay, so you will require a machine. This is for sure. Okay, in general life, what you do, if you will require a machine, you will buy it. Okay, but as we are learning AWS and we have created our account on AWS, so right now what we will do, we will rent a machine. Okay, we will rent a machine from the cloud. Okay, how we will make a virtual machine in the cloud. Okay, we will make our own virtual machine in the cloud, and that is the renting of machine from the cloud. Okay, and then we will pay based on what we will use. Okay, so these machines which we make on AWS, those virtual machines, those are called instances. Okay, so every virtual machine we will make, that machine will be called as an instance. Okay, those are the instances. So if I am having two virtual machines, then I am having two virtual instances. So instances is jargon which is used, okay, for your virtual machine. So keep this point in your mind. So to create a machine, we will come to the first point. Okay, what we will require? We will require the compute resource. Okay, and now I am mapping this to our maybe theoretical part here. Here I told you that we require a computer, or we require a compute resource. That is the virtual machine with different configuration. And what we say about this virtual machine, a jargon is used that I have told over here is that is instance. Okay, these are the instances. Okay, so I am mapping that to here. Okay, so compute. Now I am diving down into compute. Okay, and now maybe I'll write here compute first. I'm using the red pen. Okay, just the red color to maybe segregate every component from each other. In compute, what I will do is I will discuss, or I will help you to understand about different factors. Okay, about different factors which you need to consider. Okay, which you need to consider while launching an instance or while making an instance. Okay, as I told you, this is all this all function is happening on cloud. So let's say this is cloud. So this cloud can be accessed from many people, and based on their requirements, say this is people 1, this is people n, or so on. Okay, so based on their requirement, they can choose different machines. Let's say one can choose Mac OS, operating system of Mac. Some can choose Linux. Some can choose maybe Windows. So I will tell you when to choose which one. Okay, and which operating system will be the most used, or which operating system is being used most, and on which operating system you need to focus. Okay, now after factors consideration, I will tell you how to launch a Linux instance. Okay, why Linux instance? Because this is the widely used maybe operating system. Okay, many data scientists use it. Okay, so that's why I will directly take you to the Linux instance. Okay, I will show you how to launch it, basically, to be precise. How to launch a Linux instance, I will try to show you. And after that, after creating a Linux instance and launching it, I will show you what are the different types of instances in AWS. Different types of instances. Okay, in AWS. What will be the different types of instances in AWS? These will be of different types. We will discuss everything in detail. Okay, no worries. Just I am first mapping all these so that it will be easier for you to understand what I am doing in the future videos. Okay, and the second part which I will take is this networking. Okay, now the second part I am taking is networking. Okay, now before getting into this networking part, what I will do is I will try to give you one example over here. So in compute resource, what we have done is I will tell you. I will try to drag out some points, some important points out of all the theory, and I will try to tell you what factor to consider while launching a Linux instance on AWS. Okay, and I will also show you what will be the different other different instances which you can use on AWS. Okay, so what we are doing broadly over here is we are making a machine, we are making a laptop, and that too on cloud. Okay, I will put all this over here. Okay, we are making a laptop on cloud, and for that we are using a Linux operating system. Okay, and by this point I want to say how many other operating system are there which we can use, maybe Mac or maybe Windows. Okay, and why I'm taking this Linux operating system only because this is being widely used. Okay, that's why I'm bothering about Linux. So after computing part, see you have made a computer. Now you need some network part to maybe transfer the data over the web. Okay, so in networking part I will try to maybe show you how to create private network. Okay, how to create private network. I will try to show you how to create private network so that only the authorized people can access your instances. Okay, the instances I mean machine. Okay, virtual machines. I am writing it as V machine. Okay, so in networking we will see how to create the private networks so that only required person or only allowed person can access the instances. Okay, this is what I will try to show you. So here we will understand the concept of virtual cloud. Okay, and this virtual cloud will be private. Okay, so you can say we will understand the concept of private virtual cloud. Okay, so inside private virtual cloud, this cloud will make as private, and we will give access to only required people. Okay, so this is what we will do in networking part over here. After that I will show you network access control list. Okay, network access control list. I will discuss some points on it. Okay, on network access control list. Okay, and after that we will create virtual firewalls. Okay, I will create firewall virtual firewall for instance or for our instances. Okay, and this can be called as security group. Okay, this can be called as security group. Okay, after completing this networking part, let me change the color. I will come to the security part. Okay, so this was the in like it is a network, and inside the network we are maybe giving access to some of the counted people. So that was a network access control. Okay, but who will protect the network? For protecting the network you need security. Okay, for protecting the whole network you need security, and security there comes 2 points. Either I will demystify this question: who will be responsible? Okay, who will be responsible for your network security? For network security. Okay, so either that will be you or the provider. In our case the provider is AWS. Okay, who will be responsible for the security of the network? Either that will be you or that will be the provider. So that answer we will get from shared responsibility model. Shared responsibility model. Okay, shared responsibility model will tell us who is maybe uh, answerable for the security of the network. Either you by yourself, or the owner, or the provider. Okay, in our case provider is AWS, as I told you. Okay, so that se- security responsibility model, shared responsibility model will tell you that. So as you will be working in a team many times, then if you want to maybe share some of the components, or maybe you want to share some of the factors which or you want to share your some of the instances. Okay, so you need not to share your AWS credential for that. Okay, so for the sharing purpose I will explain you a concept that is IAM account. Okay, IAM account. You need I will show you how to make IAM account. Okay,